I'm Nick. Welcome back to the channel. Today it is the Hatfield 5-mile race. It's an active training world event, and I last did this one 2 years ago, 2022. My first 5 miles, so PB by default. I managed to 30 minutes 50, which is 6:10 a mile, or I think it's 3:50 a k. I don't think I'll be getting that today. Now, I've got Storm Bert to contend with. The wind's actually just dropped right now, but it is pretty windy out there. We're gonna have it right behind us at the start, but into a headwind at the end. So yeah, just gonna see how it goes today. Still working my way back to fitness after a stress fracture or stress reaction, a bone in my foot, and yeah, it's another marker to see where I'm at. Don't get to run 5 miles very often, 8 kilometers for UK folk, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Doing this cap backwards so I can film, but hopefully it doesn't come off in the wind. It's the Hatfield 5-mile race in Storm Bert. It's quick, it's fast, but I'm not very fit, so let's see how this one goes. Okay, what a disaster I'm having with this Insta360 camera. Yes, I have dropped it. I was checking before to see if it was on. It was. I've got the stats as well, so we're not doing terribly on that front, but I bloody dropped the camera. And the stupid thing with this is it's like a magnetic thing that goes into the clip, so it's super secure once it's in. So I don't know what I've done there, but yeah, I've obviously not put it in correctly and I've managed to drop it. The other thing to say is you can see on the left hand side we've just ticked past 1.3 miles now, and I didn't think I was recording at this point. I wanted to get the first mile in so you could see as we went past the first mile. I obviously clicked it off when I thought I was recording, and so now I'm recording when I think I'm not. But hey ho, we're learning and we'll get there. So the first mile, just for the record, it was a 6:33, so that's 4:04 kilometre pace for UK folk. So yeah, we'll speed it on up shortly and get closer to the second mile when I actually knew I was recording. So here we are, we've moved it along a bit now, come up to 1.9 miles, so almost to the 2 mile mark. We've got Dunstable Lionsman in front. And I haven't got the audio on at the moment, but I'm telling you, when we kick it in, the wind is quite something. Honestly, it's a bit wild. So yeah, you can look forward to that in a bit. So you can see my pace, it's around sort of 6:30 at the moment, which was kind of my aim going into it, sort of around 4:04 a kilometre pace, as I'm checking the camera there. But will I be able to keep that up? We shall see. So we're coming up to the 2 mile mark now. So you can see I've just ticked over 2 miles on my watch, and you can see it on the left hand side there, the 2 mile marker sign. So it was a 6:38 and 4:07 k pace as equivalent. So as we round this tight corner, another straight, we're going to speed things up now. Got a lovely picturesque field on the left hand side before we then hit one of the main roads, and I'm really just trying to pick up the pace a bit here, trying to get past a few people where I can, but yeah, I'm slowing down a bit. So you can see here actually we've had to come out onto the road because there's some nasty looking branches that have been the victim of Storm Bert by the looks of it. So yeah, just a slight disruption as we see someone with a Nick Bester kit in front that I've managed to take over, and now we've got a Gade Valley Harrier which I've nipped round as well. but yeah, seem to be slowing down a bit. You can see on the left hand side that the pace may have dropped. Right, we've moved forward now to the 3 mile mark, so we're just coming over the 3 miles, which was a 6:45, so that was 4:12 for the kilometre in terms of the pace. And you see, yeah, a bit of a gap in front, so I decided I would stop filming until there was something more to see. But before I knew it, these 2 decorum runners in the green and purple came past me, and really they gave me a kick up the backside because I was starting to slow down, starting to struggle a little bit. And yeah, I kind of tried to just latch onto the back of them after they went past, with limited success, I think. But yeah, no, I'm with them at the moment at least. Now this Hatfield 5 is a very flat course. There's a little bit down at the start, a little bit up. You can see on the right hand side the slope, 1% currently, you know, very minimal up and down throughout this race. You can also see top left, my heart rate is at 190 beats per minute. That isn't unusual for me. I can get it to go pretty high over the 200s sometimes as well, but needless to say, yeah, I am working hard, and Storm Bert is definitely making me work. So yeah, a little bit of a tree to little branches to overcome there as another woman comes past in the green top, looking a bit more sprightly than me, I have to say. Yeah, looking like I'm not probably going to have to stick with this pace. We can see on the left hand side, yeah, 6:50 now, so the classic sub 3 marathon pace which I was aiming for at the previous week's 10 mile handicap race for my club. But yeah, I was hoping to be going faster than this at this stage, is fair to say. But it was tough out there, and it's tough racing when you're just not perhaps used to going some of the quicker paces, and you're doing it again for the first time in a while. But yeah, got a nice little group of us here. Another Gade Valley Harrier in front. I think I'm debating here. Shall I kind of try and squeeze round to the left if I can try and go with this group in front? Shall I go round to the right? Maybe we'll try it that way and overtake. I do. No, we're not quite there yet. No, we're biding our time, and now we go. We make the overtake as we follow these 3 into a wooded area. So I think we're gonna move forward now. So we're going up a bit of a slope, although the GPS is saying slightly different there, but I remember it was a slope. And listen to this wind. Okay, so you can hear me working a bit. I don't know if we've got any Crown My Run fans. Brilliant YouTube channel, worth subscribing if you're not already. But there was a few little coughs in there, nothing like Crown My Run levels, but nonetheless I am working hard. So we'll speed it up again now. So we've gone around to sort of 6:20 pace, 6:30 pace. We turned the corner, and now, you know, we're not too far to go. I'm just really trying to push on as much as I can. We've got a Stevenage Strider in front. I think it's Helder. Hopefully, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I think it's Helder in front. So another local club running to Fairlands Valley Spartan. So good to see him running well. And as you can see in front, I've still got the 2 decorum runners who I'm just trying to hang on to. But let's have a quick listen in. Okay, so we're working our way up the hill, and yeah, you can hear me just saying, yeah, keep going, Helder, well done.
I'll try that. Thanks, guys.
Oh, and we've got a guy being sick on the left-hand side there. That's pretty grim. Hope he was all right, but it was a tough day out there for quite a few people, I think. So yeah, that's not what you want, is it? Gosh. Right, so a bit of a wooded area here, so maybe the GPS is a little bit out, but it's going over 7-minute mile pace now, so even if the trees are interfering a bit, it's fair to say I am struggling as we approach the 4 mile mark. Not too far to go now until we get there. So yeah, a little bit, I think, of a climb up here, but still, as I say, very flat overall. So we're coming up to the 4 mile mark now. You can see the marker there. So for the 4th mile it was a 6:43, so that's 4:10 pace. So yeah, slowing a little bit now. It's getting tougher for sure. Speed it up again as we go through the dark out in the tunnel, and we're out the other side, and I've actually managed to make it up to the Decorum runners, and I fancy a little chat.
What are you aiming for? No idea. Okay. For your pacing. It will be low 33s, maybe 32s.
Yeah.
Sort of downhill, but into a headwind when we turn right.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know how much you heard of that, but yeah, he was saying he was aiming for sort of around 33 minutes something, and as we get around the corner, we're going to be heading into a headwind, but he thought it was going to be downhill. I said yes, but then when I thought about it, I was like, no, it's uphill.
Thank you, Arthur.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Storm Bert doing its thing, and oh my god, running into this headwind was super tough. As we see the Decorum runners coming back through, I'm starting to lose a bit of the pace maybe that I had, and if I'm telling you the truth, it's only gonna get worse from here when we round another corner and get it full face into us for the last half mile or so. So yeah, we're coming around the corner now. I'm working hard. Heart rate's still high, 191, but it hasn't gone any further. So yeah, maybe it's an equal effort at this stage as we see the second Decorum runner coming through. Can I stick with him this time? I'm not sure, but I'm just trying to keep that pace around sort of 6:35 a mile, 6:40 for as long as I can. I'm thinking it's gonna be over soon, but unfortunately for me, not soon enough, because I'm telling you, I'm gonna show you the audio now. This was a wind. I mean, come on, that is just not on, is it? It's just not on, and you can see my pace dropping here on the left-hand side. I'm feeling like I'm barely moving forwards, to be honest. It's just running into the wind is just so tiring, and as I said before, when you've not maybe been doing so many races nor running, you know, sort of faster, shorter distances so much, it really, you know, it's just a mental challenge as well as a physical one to just kind of keep pushing and like, yeah, just kind of work through the pain, I guess. And then when you've got something like that towards the end of a race, it really does you in. Well, it does me anyway, as this guy in all black cruises past and makes it look so easy. I'm telling you, running into this wind, speaking to people afterwards, oh, nightmare. And yeah, you can see the pace is slowing, but that guy in front is doing a wonderful job, so fair play to him. We've only got 3.3 of a mile to go now, so we are fast closing into the finish. Well, I say fast, I have definitely slowed down a bit here. As you can see though, from the trees and the branches swaying around, we are into a storm. Storm Bert is really doing a mischief on me now. You can see also on the right hand side, the slope has increased. It's up to 6%. It is small, don't get me wrong. This is a super fast course, as I said at the start, but yeah, you know, when you're into a headwind and you've got a little bit of a hill to contend with, it all adds up, people, I'm telling you now. So we've got just over 0.2 of a mile to go, and I'm into the 8-minute miles now, around 5 minutes a kilometre pace. I am bloody knackered at this point, but I know it's not far to go as we approach Karen, former Featherston Barn.
Karen.
So I thank Karen there for the support. I'm going to speak over the wind now, just so you can get a feel for how ridiculously difficult it was to run into a headwind at this point. It is ridiculous. So we got just over 0.1 of a mile to go. Can I somehow pick up the pace and get in a bit of a sprint finish? Can I catch anyone in front? I'm not sure, but we're gonna give it a go as I start to push on now in this last bit of the race. We've got Mark Easton just in front taking the photos. Thank you very much, Mark, for some brilliant pics of me and many other runners. Always great to have photographers out on the course at these ATW events. And here we go, we're down to 6:20, 5k pace now. Can we push it on? Can we get into the 5s? Can we get it down? Come on. Last bit now. Yes, we're pushing on. We're into the 5s. Can we get into the 4s? Almost. Wow, that was tough. But we got it done. We got it done in 33:35.
So we just at the finish line of the Hatfield 5. I've got Sarah Roberts with me, who's just run a world record. Tell me about the race, Sarah.
Well, I'm 75, so I was going for the world record for 75 and over for a woman. And I've been told I did it in 37:45.
How much quicker was it than the previous?
But I think the record is by a lady called Dot Fellows that's got 39:01. So.
Wow, absolutely smashed it. How long have you been running?
I started running when I was 67 to do the fast run. And then after a couple of years I do it before and stuff.
8 years running and now you're a world record holder. Amazing, amazing. Well done. Huge congratulations. Awesome.
Congratulations. Good to see the Penn Pacers bringing everyone in.
So I'm just on the cool down now. Oh my god. I said this a few weeks back with the Hitchin 5k, but running fast is so hard when you've not done it for a while. So I don't know exactly what my time was. Good to see you, mate. I don't know exactly what my time was, but I think it was 6:42 a mile, which is 10 seconds faster than I did 10 miles last week. So I think that probably wasn't particularly great today. I think I probably could have run faster, but as flat and fast as the course is, that headwind for the last mile was killer, and I probably still had that 10-mile race in my legs from last week. So that's what I'm saying, that's what I'm sticking with. But yeah, another good race. So nice to be racing again. Just happy to be back and running. So if you enjoyed the video, do consider giving it a like, subscribe to the channel for weekly running content, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.